a do K do a do K and a do K do. Check the fro, yeah, boom, do K do K. Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of Tribe Tips. Yes, I'm back again. Like I said, every Wednesday we're going to be dropping a new video. This is a weekly series where I come to share knowledge of things that I've learned while in the dance industry and still learning. Hopefully this can open up a conversation between all of us and we can share information, and that way I think we can unionize and create better structure within our industry. Yes. So today's video, I'm going to be focusing on the 3 main ways that Afro dancers all over the world make money, right? The last video I focused on music videos and what you should negotiate for and how much to charge for these different things. But realistically, not every dancer is going to have the opportunity to be in a music video based off of maybe geography, budget, etc., etc. Now, these 3 ways that I'm going to highlight, every dancer at one point in their career has partook in at least one, if not all, of these 3 ways in order to make money for themselves. Yes? Cool. Now, before I list these 3 things, one thing that these 3 things all have in common in order for it to work is you need to create and you need to put your creations on social media. So all those dancers out there, they're like, I don't want a social media. I don't want to get stuck in the psychological warfare. I don't. Fam, shut up your mouth. And go get your social media. I would say the 2 main social medias you should get, especially as dancers, are Instagram and YouTube. Now, if you want to go further and get your Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchats, LinkedIn, all that good stuff, you can do that. But the 2 main platforms you should get are your YouTube channel and Instagram, okay? So the 3 main ways are classes, music, promo dance videos, and influencer marketing, right? So with the classes, I'm going to break down the different ways you can make money and how you can break down the structure for promotions and payments. Hopefully that makes sense. So the first one, obviously, if I'm in New York, I am going to be promoting my own classes. I'm going to be hosting and promoting my own classes. Now, in order for me to make money, I have to promote these classes. In order for me to promote, I need content. In order for me to have content, I need to create. You see what I did there? Create and post. In order to promote, in order to sell your classes. Now, with this, obviously, you can use old content, you can create new content, but everything you post leading up to that, leading up to your class time, you have to use to promote your class. Cool? Just like a business owner. Every content you put out, you promote your business, you create business cards, all these different things. That's the same way you need to look at a class that you're hosting for yourself. Now, another way is, let's say, out of state. If let's say I live in New York City and I want to teach in Cali and my mailing list for people in Cali is not really that big quite yet, or my following in Cali is not really that big quite yet, I could go hire a promoter. Now, a promoter's job is simply just to promote the class, meaning they don't pay for your flights, they don't pay for your lodging, they don't pay for your food, anything. All they do is get paid to promote. Now, they get their payment based off of the total ticket sales that are sold by them, right? So, for example, if let's say we sell 100 tickets or whatever, let's say we end up making $500 from the class to $2,000 from the class, you can negotiate with your promoter and say, okay, I will give you 10% or I'll give you 20%. I would say don't go anywhere over 30% because that is just ridiculous. But you can negotiate the promoter fee. Right? Cool. That's one way. Another way is, let's say someone wants to fly me out of the country or even just to Cali or something, and they want me to come teach a class and they pay me a flat rate. They ask me, what's your flat rate? Now, my flat rate is also how you can kind of gauge your flat rate is when you're teaching your class alone, right? When you're hosting your classes, the total money that you make, once you take out the expenses of studio, of your videographer, of your photographer, of like promo videos that you had to pay to promote, etc., etc. Whatever is left, plus Jara, is your flat rate. Jara means extra plus extra. You feel what I'm saying? Is your flat rate. So if let's say this host says, I want to fly you out, what is your flat rate? This host is going to cover my flight, my lodging, my food, my on-ground transportation, etc. And then they will give me my flat rate. Meaning if this host sells 20 tickets or 5,000 tickets using my name, is a flat rate that I've asked for. Now, another way that I like to utilize, especially, and I think this is a way that's less risky for both parts, both sides, both promoter and talent, is that let's say a promoter says, oh, I want to bring you to this side of the world that no Afro dancer has ever been to. I know there are people who want to dance and they like the music, but I'm not too sure like if they will buy tickets to the class, but I want to try, right? So one thing you can do is negotiate. Okay, so I'm going to reduce my flat rate. However, I want a percentage off of head, right? So for example, if let's say you say, okay, instead of paying me $800 flat rate, maybe pay me like $500 flat rate, right? But then after 40 people, I want so and so percentage off of their tickets, right? So if let's say the person ends up just selling 40 tickets, at least you know you have $500. But then if the person ends up selling 100 tickets or 200 tickets, you can still make more money, you know, with that after 40 people. So let's say they end up selling 100 tickets, you can make, for example, 30% off of 60 tickets in addition to your $500 flat rate. I feel like that also takes off all the financial burden from the promoter, but then from the host, but also allows you wiggle room to make more money if it is a success, right? Cool, great. So that's it for classes. Classes, I think, is like the main way a lot of dancers make money. Again, in order for your classes to continue to grow and to continue to make you money, you have to continue to create and grow as an artist. In order, just like musicians, in order for their fan base to grow, they have to continue to create. You can't just wake up one day and say, okay, I'm an artist, I make music, I'm gonna go sell out MSG. It doesn't work like that. You have to build towards that. You have to continue to put out quality content. You have to continue to grow as a dancer. You have to continue to improve on the quality and how you put out your content, who shoots your content, all these different things, you know. So, and branding, that's gonna be a video for another day. So these are things that you have to work on. Create and put it out there. Just create and put it out there, baby. So the second way, which are music promo dance videos. Now, this is a way that I really don't like, because it's like, I feel like there's so much pressure when someone pays you to dance to their song, because it's like, I'm the type of person, like, I have to wait for the music to move me. So if let's say you send me a song and I like it now, tomorrow I could wake up and be like, nah, this shit's trash. Like, I don't even want to do this. But they've already paid me. Sometimes there are even some scenarios where like people have sent me the money and it was just like, I couldn't meet the deadline because, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it anymore. And then I just send them their money back. But for those of you guys who can do that, who are capable of doing that, this is another way you can make money. So artists will hit you and say, hey, I have a single that's releasing in so and so date. I want you to dance to this song. Meaning you can now say, okay, here is I can get this turnover to you in 2 weeks, right? Also, I want to do maybe so and so with it. Now, depending on the quality of your content, your branding within the industry, and the following that you have can also depend on how much money you ask for, right? And then also how the artist perceives you, right? Can also, like, you know, can also gauge like how much you can ask for. But one thing I would tell dancers is that in whatever you ask for, add your production cost into that. Meaning, if you're someone who utilizes a videographer, separate from the money that you want for yourself, add the videographer's fee. If you're someone who needs a photographer in order to promote this the way you normally promote your own thing, add a photographer fee on top of that, separate from the money that you want for yourself. So if, let's say, for me, not for me, but I'm just going to use myself as an example. If let's say I charge $400 for a video. Like, that's my money. $400 is my money. But I want to use a videographer, and that videographer is, let's say, another $100. I will add that. And then let's say I want a photographer, and that photographer is another $100. I'll add that. Let's say I always wanted to shoot in this location, and in order for me to use it for 2 to 3 hours, it costs another $100. I will add that. So at the end of the day, I'm going to charge them $700 and not just $400, because if I charge $400, I pay for all these different things, I'll end up with $100. So you have to think about all these different things. Also, again, like I said, dependent on the number of your following, the engagement, because there's some people that have like a huge following, but then when you look at the numbers, it don't correlate. You feel what I'm saying? So depending on your engagement, you can always check your analytics. There's sometimes, we're going to get into that, but depending on your engagement, meaning the number of views that you get, the number of interactions you get with your posts and stuff like that. All these different things can factor into the rate that you give these camps. Labels sometimes even reach out. Artists reach out personally, but sometimes it's their manager, sometimes it's the artist, sometimes it can be the label. Cool. But charge, because this is the way you can make money. Now, the last and most interesting, what's it called? Way to make money is influencer marketing. I think even the music promo dance videos actually falls under influencer marketing, because you're promoting, someone is paying you to promote someone's product, which is music. You feel what I'm saying? So based off of, I think, I forget the website, but I'm going to put the website in the description bar below. But they've broken down like the range, like how much influencers with a certain amount of followers are actually asking for campaigns. So if you're a nano influencer is someone that has from 1K to 10K followers. So they get a payment from $0 up to $500. So that's how much they can ask for. I would say 0 to 500. 0 means, like, for example, they will gift you like free things. Like, okay, I would gift you like what's it called, like a free product or something, a free t-shirt, and I want you to just like, you know, wear it and post it on your page, and that's kind of like your payment. So if you're 1K to 10K, you can go from free gifting up to $500. If you're a micro influencer, that's 10K to 50K, you can range from, your range is $200 to $4,000. If you're in the mid-tier, meaning 50K to half a million followers, you can ask for $2,000 to $10,000. If you're a macro influencer, that is $500,000 to $1 million, you can ask for $5,000 to $25,000. If you're a mega influencer, meaning 1 million plus, you can ask for $10,000 to $150,000. And if you're a celebrity, you can ask for $20,000 to $500,000. Now, these are like basically the ranges that influencers are charging for campaigns, are charging companies for campaigns. I'm going to link the actual website, and you can get all the information in the description bar. Now, I think this can kind of be implemented for even music promo dance videos. So for example, if let's say you're someone with 1K to 10K and the label hits you up and says, hey, you know, I want you to dance to this song. And let's say you only shoot dance videos on like your cell phone, and you're just like someone who likes to vibe and stuff like that. You can charge like $200 for that, or you can charge like $300 for that, depending on how much engagement you have. Because someone with 10K followers can have like videos that average like maybe like 12, 15K views. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So you can charge like maybe $500 for that, right? And sometimes also knowing your analytics, please look at your insights, because just because only 15,000 people watched it doesn't mean that video was only watched 15,000 times. So those 15,000 people can come back and watch those videos 10 times. So your impressions are very, very high. Maybe I'll make a video breaking down like what different analytics, the different things within your analytics mean, and how much that can actually affect how much you should charge. So like I said, influencer marketing is one of the biggest ways, and one of the biggest growing marketing strategies that companies are using now. So like, for example, I've done like some campaigns for Uber. I've done some campaigns for Eventbrite. And if you guys are interested in going into this field, I would leave an email down below. Send your profile, because I do have a partnership with the people who actually help me with my campaigns and, you know, brand deals, etc., etc. So if you guys are interested, if you're out there, you're interested, you have a good following, you have good content, you're a hard content creator, just send your profile to us, hit us up, and we can decide like if it's a perfect match for us. But guys, I hope these 3 ways I've highlighted can help you in some way, shape, or form. But yes, these are the 3 main ways that dancers, Afro dancers all over the world make money: classes, music promo, dance videos, and influencer marketing, right? All of this require you to create, to continue to create and put your work out there. No one is going to hire you if you're the best dancer in your heart. They need to be able to see it. And another thing I would also advise people to do is diversify your art, right? So for example, this also plays into branding, which can be a different video, right? For example, let me just focus on the music aspect. Africa is not just Nigeria. Africa is not just Ghana. Majority of the time, a majority of the dancers who make a lot of money, for music promo dance videos, they normally dance to either Nigerian music, Ghanaian music, or like French speaking music, right? So you have like, you know, the dancers in France that, you know, get like 100,000 views on a video, and majority of the time they're dancing to like Coupe de Calais songs. And then you also have the dancers in the US and also in West Africa, in Nigeria and Ghana, where they're dancing to like, they're Malians, or they're dancing to Zanku music, or they're dancing to, you know, the hottest things coming out, like your Fireboys, or they're dancing to, I don't know any Ghanaian songs. I'm just, Tajua. Yeah, so, all I'm just saying is try to diversify, because there's a market in the South. Like for me, one of our biggest clients, Shoma Josie, we also work with her, and there's also a market down there. So I'm someone who I say diversify, but don't overextend yourself where you're just that person that's just everywhere. Then people don't even know where you're from. It's like, this one, you're just dancing here, dancing here, dancing here. But still try to understand that it's okay to branch out and diversify, because then that also gives you more opportunities, right? More opportunities to work with different type of artists, etc. So I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any questions, any suggestions, or any topics you want me to touch on next, please leave that in the comment section below. Stay blessed. Tribe tips every Wednesday. Please subscribe. Check the description box. Hey, Burks. Oh, English. Check the description box below for all the sites, for the email if you guys want to go into influencer marketing, etc. So definitely, I love you guys. Thank you. Thank me. You're welcome. Okay, great. Have a blessed day. Yes.